All right. Good morning, guys. Hope everyone is having a good first market day of September. I hope everyone had a good long weekend for Labor Day. Let me know if you guys can see like the donation counter and the subscription counter and stuff like that. I'm not showing it on my side. I'm not sure what's going on. I had to change. Manny, shout out to Manny, man. Manny sent me a new 22-inch monitor, and so I actually have a 3 monitor setup now. I'm pretty stoked about that. Shout out to Manny, appreciate it, brother. And yeah, so now I'm just trying to get it ready for the stream. But I hope everyone is having a good morning today. Let me drink some coffee here. Yeah, so watching CRON, REPH. You can see REPH gapping up from 638 to 836 here. Watching AOBC gapping up from 14 to 1410, about break even, but it had a huge day Friday. So watching that one, GERN gapping up from 573 to 617, CRON gapping up from 988 to 1103. With the rest of these cannabis stocks, they're all moving as well. Yeah, it doesn't look like my donation counter is up or anything like that. Yeah, I see it, man. I'm going to have to mess with it. Give me a second, guys. Let me go ahead and call Mitch. Give Mitch a call. And we'll talk to Mitch. Yo, what's up, man?
What's up? What's up?
All right, all right. So we got Mitch here on the stream.
How we doing, guys? How we doing? Excited. I'm back.
Let me know if it's all nice and clear. Good morning, outsiders. Manny, shout out to Manny, man. This new monitor is really helping. Honestly, it makes it like my
Yeah.
laptop. I don't know if you guys heard me, but my laptop was kind of going out, and so this monitor makes it so I don't even need my laptop here. I can just keep track of the chat on my left monitor. Keep track of stocks on my other two, and so appreciate it, Manny. Really appreciate it, brother. Uh, what's up, Missouri? Good morning, Eddie. Good morning, Arian's World. Good morning. Arian's World, man, let us know what. I'm guessing you're not doing the scanner anymore, brother, and I understand that, honestly. Good morning, Live Gains. Kevin Lewis, good morning. What's up, Kevin? Long time no see, brother. Live Gains, good morning. Eddie, John, good morning. Rel, good morning. Tiny, good morning. Carlos, Mitch, James, good morning, brother. Shruba, good morning. Seven, what's up, brother? Good morning. Outsider, good morning. All right, all right. So, hope everyone's having a good morning. What's up, Mitch? How you doing, man?
Doing good, man. Was just doing a little bit of typing so they don't want to blow up the
For sure.
the chat right quick. Yeah, no, man, but excited, man. Really got my day off today, so
Nice.
just happy to be here. Gonna be able to be relaxed, a little bit more rest, ready to go, man. Ready to take some bigger swings.
All right.
Um, One of the key things I want to do now is keep nailing the VWAP fade, and what I'm gonna be doing also on the side is testing out my long strategy. So I won't be taking trades on my live account, as I just don't want to just try to jump into a strategy.
Right.
So how I'm testing it is I'm going to be just kind of not trying to do too many trades on it, but just when I do see the setup, I'll pull out Thinkorswim and I'll be able to long on there because longing on there usually is really easy. It's the shorts that you have problems with on paper trade on Thinkorswim. And so I'll go ahead and I'll practice some longs on there with some small share size just because I don't want the money to kind of get me to wanting to do these live. It's just more along trying to work out a strategy and get ready for the fall.
Right.
We always see a nice bullish run, and one of the things that me and you both know is that strategies do change in their profitability.
Yep.
So we're always going to be trying to move with the market. Right now, VWAP strategy is definitely working the best, and that's why we're going to go and continue being on the VWAP strategy, at least for today and the short time
Yes, sir.
coming.
I agree, man. I think the VWAP fade's the one to do it, man. I think we got to take our shot while it still works, you
Without
know.
a doubt.
And
But
so,
CRON today looks really good. I like GRN also.
yeah, for sure.
Burn.
I'm trying
Yep.
to.
And AOBC also. Those three are gonna be definitely ones to watch today.
Yeah, for sure. I'm watching all three of those. Yeah, on my main watch, I got REPH, CRON, AOBC, and GERN. I'm trying to get these alert boxes to come up. I don't know why they're. Usually this happens whenever it's not getting that good of internet signal, but it's getting internet signal. I don't know why these aren't popping up. Let's try transition maybe. No.
Yeah. REPH, man, that's looking really weak pre-market.
Yeah, for sure. I could short the
Huge
heck out of
gap
that one.
down.
Right.
Yeah, it's huge gap down. That's what we like. There's nothing down there either. No, nothing should catch its support once it tanks down there.
Right. Yeah, man. I don't know what. Let me see. Test. Yeah. Do you guys see anything coming up for that? I don't see it, man. I don't know why this isn't working. It looks like I'm just gonna have to not have any of this stuff today. That's fine. So yeah, guys, if you're sending me a donation today, or if you're a new subscriber, or if you're sending me a super chat or anything like that, man, just let me know. Just let me know in the chat. I'll give you your credit where credit is due. I'm gonna have to tweak this a little bit after today and mess with it a little bit more.
I'm gonna grab my coffee. I'll be right back.
All right, for sure. So let's see if how many of these are tradable this morning. First, we got GERN, which is tradable. Nice. AOBC is tradable. Cool. CRON is tradable. Nice. REPH is not tradable, unfortunately. I'm kind of disappointed about that. That was probably my favorite short opportunity. TLRY is tradable. CONN is tradable. CGC is tradable. BLDP is not, so that's 2. SESN is not, that's 3. MNKD. MNKD is probably one of my other favorite ones. I'm going to replace REPH since it's not tradable. MNKD gapping up from 110 to 163. Looks pretty decent there. We also got CREG, and so we got a few options today. All right. 7, get out of here, man. TEUM. Yeah, I don't know why it's not working. I mean, it might be, I don't know. It might be something to do with the new monitors, for it to kind of. I might have to just mess with it after this. But I'm really loving this new monitor, man. It's great. Appreciate it, Manny. I talked to my wife. I'm going to buy another 2 22-inch monitors and then use that 3 monitor stand you gave me, Manny, and then put up those 3 above my 2 27-inch. And so I'll have 5 monitors. It's going to be sick, man. I'm excited for it.
Oh, 5 monitors. Did I just hear
Yeah,
that?
yeah, brother. I'm doing it, man.
Yeah, man. I always look forward to Black Friday. That's usually when I buy a monitor,
Right.
and it's usually been like that. So I'm trying to complete my set also. I have a three monitor setup. I'm sure you guys seen it, the picture on my background for my channel. Um,
I haven't,
but
man. I want to go check it out, honestly. I've never seen
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Let me look at it.
yeah. You can see it as like the my channel, and then you see like the photo in the background.
Oh, yeah,
And
nice. I
yeah,
see it.
that's pretty much it. What I really like about my setup is that it's very square versus rectangle. I feel like a lot of traders they end up like going sideways to the left and the right, and your eyes can only see about like about 70 degrees. You're not gonna be seeing about the whole 180. You're not gonna be able to see to your right and your left. So what I think is better is actually creating kind of like a square image in front of you so that way you can actually see the whole screen.
Right. I think
So
that's a
what
good
I
idea.
did is I stacked two 24s in front of me, and then I have a 32 on the right that's actually stood up vertically.
Nice. Yeah, it looks good. I like it, everything's symmetrical, with yours.
Yeah,
And
that's one of my key. Yeah, and then what I want to do eventually is have another vertical one on the left hand side.
nice. Yeah, I mean, I don't think mine will ever be symmetrical. I have two 27 inches and then the 22-inch one. And so honestly, I like the way it works though, because it's like I can use the 22-inch one, which is a little bit smaller, to like focus on the chat and like the YouTube aspect of it, and then I can use the two 27 inches to use my for trading and charts, and so it kind of works out well, but it's definitely not symmetrical, just because the two 27 inches are so wide that I gotta kind of turn my head to look at both of those. But yeah, I like my setup still, but maybe that's something I can mess with in the future.
All right, let's see if CRON here is going to hold these 1080s. This is going to be important for it if it wants to stay on the long side. As you see, there's some share size filling in there in the 82s. Some pretty good share size, especially for pre-market. You're getting like 2000s rolling through there. I see 9,000,
On which one?
9,000 on Cron or
Okay.
CRON.
Yeah, the other one I'm watching, Mitch, is MNKD. Unfortunately, what was the one we just talked about that looked good for that over gap up?
That was REPH.
Yeah, it's not tradable. I
Ooh,
know,
that's one
man.
of those that hurts.
I know, dude. That's what I said earlier, man. It's gapped up so much. It looks like a huge gap to fill. So I'm switching my focus to MNKD, which
Okay.
which looks good. I don't know if you've seen MNKD, but it doesn't look bad. It's
Yeah.
gapping up about 50 cents, so about 33%. And so it doesn't look too bad here. Let's look up the news. And before I do that, today's news is brought to you by SnapTrade. That's SNAPTRADE.US. Really awesome free website for traders to take advantage of. You can see it here. Awesome free scanner. I can enter it here. I'm sharing my watch list with a bunch of people each morning, and so if you want my watch list shared with you, you can see I build my watch list each morning on SnapTrade, and then I can share it with all the people that I have on my SnapTrade that are following my SnapTrade. And so all you have to do if you want my watch list shared with you a little bit earlier in the market day is sign up to SnapTrade. It's 100% free, and then either message me on Facebook or Twitter, or leave me a comment on YouTube or in the chat, and let me know your SnapTrade username or email, and I'll add you to this list and share it with you earlier in the market day. But there's also these free scanners here that you can see. There's all these pre-selected scans. I like using the high gainer volatile stocks or just the high gainer penny stocks, and so there's a lot of different options regardless of what sector you're looking into. They have a crypto sector, dividend paying stocks, finance sector, so lots of sectors for you to look at regardless of what you're interested in. There's also this discovery feature, which is a huge tool, and it's basically one of the best top lists I've found. It lists the 10 to 20 most relevant stocks in the market, and they show you all these nice signals like technical signal, signal strength, volume change percentage. You can filter stuff out, and so a really awesome free website. That's SnapTrade, SNAPTRADE.US, and I do use them for my news as well. You can see I can look up the top news in the market, but if I want to look up the news on just my watch list, I can go to the watch list section and it shows me all the recent news on that list. And so a really awesome free website to go check out. I'll post the link in the chat. And yeah, they did sponsor today's news, and so if you want to support our channel, you can sign up to SnapTrade. But yeah, I'm loving this new monitor, Manny. Really appreciate it, brother. Yeah, there's the link to SnapTrade. Are you guys looking to go long? Just tuned in. Mitch might be doing long today. I posted that. I posted the that walkthrough video, the new walkthrough on the VWAP bounce, I call it. And I do think that's a legitimate strategy. I started to backtest it. Like you can see some of my backtesting kind of signals I've drawn on these charts. If you look at CRON, what was the other one I looked at? TLRY. And it works the majority of the time. Like, look at this. Like, I'm marking down how many times it works. Here's one. Here's another. I counted this as a failed one. But super legit strategy as well. So you might want to look into that one too, Mitch. The VWAP bounce. I do think it has an
Yeah.
edge for sure.
Yeah, without a doubt. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be working on that one and also kind of like what I do, guys. One of my biggest things with longs is I look for bull flags or bull pennants, and I want to see a good run followed by that good consolidation period. I want to see 2 or 3 touches of the resistance and a tight consolidation holding that 9 EMA and then going long off of that 9 EMA. It's you could essentially call it the 9 EMA strategy, but I'm gonna be working on it. I'll let you guys know about it, but mainly focusing on the VWAP fade. Just if I do see the setup, I do want to start working and getting my mind back into this trading strategy. One of the key things is, you have to adapt. When you're trading long and trading shorts is completely different trades. So with that being said, your mentality in each trade is different. On long sides, I usually take profits a little quicker than actually on the short side. On the short side, I have no problem letting it go to the support and only taking it on the support. On longs, I usually take half on the first resistance, look for the breakout, and take what I can get on the breakout. Um, I've tried in the past to hold a little bit of shares on the long side, and it does work from time to time when you get those stocks that are going parabolic, but tons of stocks always go up and come right back down. So with that being said, I usually like to maximize my profits on the long side. You want to have a higher accuracy. So I'm trying to get my accuracy up in the 66 to 70% range so that way the strategy can be profitable. Each strategy is going to have a different accuracy rate, and that's really what you got to pay attention to compared with your risk to reward ratio, so that way you can really profit on your strategy.
For sure. And I mean, I like it's something I brought up. Like I posted a video. I've been trying to do weekly videos on my profit and loss. And one of the things I mentioned is that my trade accuracy in the last month or so has been kind of hovering right around 71, 72%. And when I back tested the VWAP fade a month or two ago, guess what its accuracy was? 73%. And so it's cool that it's right around that same thing. And it kind of shows you that if you backtest your setup or strategy, you can recreate that accuracy rate in your trading. And I think that's kind of proof of it. Is because, like I've always said, the VWAP back tested at 73% accuracy. And when my trading lately has been right around there. And so, and I've been really profitable lately. And so, with 100 shares, 1 to 300 shares, I made 100 and something and $100 in gross profits last week with 100 shares, 200 shares, and so it's been a really profitable setup.
Yep, without a doubt. This 14 level at the open is going to be really interesting for AOBC.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so let's look up some news today. So CRON is gapping up because it and GINKGO Bioworks announced a partnership to produce cultured cannabinoids. And so cultured cannabis, I don't know what it is, but it's cultured cannabis something. But yeah, so they announced the partnership, and it's up right now. So yeah, our products. Okay, so cannabinoids are products derived from the cannabis plant. And so yeah, partnership with CRON. We'll see where that one goes. Next one I'm looking at is GERN, which is the top left chart. I don't really see anything new on GERN. GERN might be up on technicals. This may be a short opportunity watching
Yep.
GERN.
Going to be watching that for sure, guys. It has no reason to be going up. No news out, no good news. And as you see the daily, we've had some little push. The volume has slowed down. What we're going to try to see today is a rejection of it trying to go up to that 645, which is the next daily resistance. So I'm going to be looking for it to fail out the open. One of the key spots that I'm going to be watching for, guys, is 582. 582 is a resistance on the daily that should become a support. But if that doesn't become a support, that's when I'll be looking to hammer it. I want to see it slam down through 6, kind of bounce up, and then approach that 580 something number. That's really going to be the level where it can either get to and reverse back up, or crash down underneath and really get back down underneath.
Hey, I appreciate the subscribe. Whoever subscribed, guys, appreciate it. Can't see who did it. I don't know why it's not working. Um, and so, yeah, appreciate the subscribe, guys. I'll try to move everything up. Who knows why it isn't working, but it ain't.
All right.
All right,
It's
all right.
1070. 1070 on CRON, guys. 1070. That's what I see as the pre-market support for this stock.
Yeah, he's talking about this level right here. The bottom of this.
And then you can set your resistance at 11 or on top of those wicks, which is 1105. When it's like that, a whole dollar, and it doesn't have too much, I like to set it there at 11 because I know 11 is going to have some troubles there, as that was the last resistance and closed known resistance.
Yeah, and I mean, AOBC, it moved some. Let's see. Let me go back to the news. AOBC moved some on the 31st. Yeah, this is American Outdoors. Yep. Yeah, so the company announced that it was raising full year EPS and revenue guidance. And so it sounds like it was good earnings as well, but we'll see. The next one I'm looking at is MNKD, which is the bottom right chart. Huge gap up here. All right, so yeah, so it sounds like MNKD MNKD is collaborating with United Therapeutics for a pulmonary hypertension product. And so they got a collaboration with United Therapeutics. They also have a few other things that are out for MNKD. Let's see.
John, look at this move. I was going to be looking at the stock in the open. It has support at 1062. It's CMCM, Cheetah Mobile. I was watching that one pre-market. Was really watching that 1062 mark, and man, it's already down to the lower resistance, or that lower
tank,
support
man.
that I was looking at was 1007.
Yeah, look at that tank, man. That's huge.
It was just pre-market. It just faded,
Yeah.
gone.
Phew. Here, I'm going to look at that one. I'm going to look up to see what's going on with that one. But yeah, so MNKD is also supposed to get an upfront payment of $45 million and potential milestones of up to $50 million. And so that's good news for MNKD. We'll see where it goes. Yeah, I'm going to look at CMCM now.
I saw Rado was up also, but it was up really small amount.
Yeah, so Cheetah Mobile, they had a market rumor that it was going private transaction, and they clarified that rumor. Today announced the company has been made aware of a rumor in the market that the management of the company is contemplating a going private transaction. And so they're basically thinking about taking the company private. The company basically said the rumor is false. And they confirmed that they have no intention to go private, basically. They said they're fully committed to their public shareholders, and they continue to operate the company as a public company. And so that's what it sounds like. It sounds like there was a rumor that they were going private, made the stock gap up some. Once they dispelled that rumor, it kind of filled the gap and came right back down. And so it sounds like it was just a rumor for CMCM, but we'll see where it goes. I mean, it bounced right off of the whole dollar of 10, and so it looks interesting. Another one I'm looking at is CONN, Cons. Gapping up from 41 to 43. let's see what is going on with it. Maybe earnings is what I'm guessing. Yeah, so good second quarter earnings, and they beat street expectations on revenue. And so Cons is up on good earnings and revenue. Look at GERN spiking up over this pre-market high at 620. It's up to 625. Another one I'm looking at, TLRY and CGC, but I'm pretty sure these are just in the cannabis sector. And so with Cron gapping up, I think these are sympathy plays. Also SESN. I don't think this one's tradable, but it's gapping up if you can trade it. SESN. And yeah, there's also CREG, which is highly unlikely that it's going to be tradable, but still going to watch it. Let's see. Oh, it is tradable. So CREG needs to pick up some volume, though. And yeah, that's about it this morning.
Journ's getting some push, guys.
Oh,
some
I know.
Push pre-market.
That's what I said. It just broke that pre-market high at 620.
Boom.
So it looks good.
Yeah, it's pushing. Remember the daily resistance we're looking for, guys, to reject. I'm looking for 648. So let it keep pushing. Let it get that drive. It's probably going to keep pushing probably to the 640s. Let's see for that hard rejection in the 640s, 650s, and then coming back to 6.
Yep. All right. All right. So, I appreciate all the subs today, guys. I can hear the subs going off. I just can't see who subscribed.
Okay.
So appreciate the subs, guys. I really appreciate it. Whoever's subscribing, just let me know. Like I said, I won't be able to see. I won't be able to see if you send me a donation, and so if you send me a donation or super chat, just let me know in the chat. I'll try to give you your credit. Let me check back up on the chat. Good morning, Cool. How you doing, brother? James, good morning. Jose, good morning. Insurance, what's up, bro? Was helping moderate a game on Twitch last night. Get enough subs and you can make big money. Yeah, man. I mean, I watch a lot of poker on Twitch. JD below 30 is nice. Let's look at it. Yeah, big gap down. Good morning, Callum. What's up, brother? What are you watching closely this morning? Good morning, Cole. Good morning, Cal. Yeah, so my 4 biggest watches are GERN, AOBC, MNKD, and CRON. So we got GERN, CRON, MNKD, and AOBC. Those are my 4 biggest ones. Good morning, Felix. All right. So yeah, so last week I didn't have one losing day. I had 5 out of 7 profitable trades last week, and so we'll see if we can keep the streak going. It's a new month. It's September. Hopefully, the market hasn't changed too much over the weekend. And yeah, just gonna be looking for that VWAP fade. I think we've kind of proven that it can be a super profitable strategy. We just got to keep it up. Last week I did try 300 shares a few times. Depending on the price of the stock, I would try to get up. I would like to get up to preferably 400 shares sometime this week. I'm trying to, yeah, slowly.
Big dog in the house.
Yes, sir. Trying to slowly work my way up to 1,000 shares is probably my goal. Get up to 1,000, maybe 500 or 1,000 shares, depending on the price, and start actually making some money with this, man. It's time, man. Even if I lose this TAFS account and this TradeNet account, and even if I have to get more, even if I have to buy the student package or whatever it is, like, it's time to go for it, man. Like, it's, the last month of my trading, I've had better than 70% accuracy, consistency. I'm averaging 1 losing day a week, and so, I feel like I just need to take advantage of it while I'm doing well,
Yep. One of the things is, you got to test your levels, I think it's time to, really start testing your skill level, seeing if you can execute trades with higher shares, so that way you can push through the emotions and continue on trading.
Yeah.
Do what we do.
I mean, the important thing is that I don't let any losses phase me. I think a lot of times, I think even with the chat, a lot of the times it's like I'll have a green day, green day, green day, one red day, and the whole chat's telling me, everything I'm doing wrong, and I think the chat keeps me accountable to a certain extent. But I think I need to stay positive after a red day. I think I need to understand that you know I've definitely shown an edge, and red days are gonna happen. And I hate losing. I think Mitch knows I hate losing.
Yeah, we all know that, brother. Hey, we all can't be perfect though. That's how it is, you know.
Yep.
Um, one of the key things is, is moving on to the next. You can always review your trades. I don't like to even be that negative, even if you did a bad trade during the market, because if you're gonna be that judgmental on each trade as you make it, you're gonna find yourself like kind of killing yourself during the market, and that's not what you want to do. You kind of just want to get past it. Make sure that you weren't, trading outside of your strategy, or that you took like, a just completely improper entry. But if you were trading it correctly and you executed the trade and it just didn't go your way this time, then you just move forward. You just look at it as it's another trade. Let me go look for the next one.
Yeah.
That's it. And as long as you keep it like that, you're going to be fine in this game, and it's not going to kill you. It's those times when you start thinking and double thinking, or try to think, well, I should have done this, I could have. It just is what it is. You can't fight the present moment. If you lose, you lose. If you win, you win. But you got to focus on is your strategy.
Yep. And
That's
it's
the
I
only
gotta
thing.
I gotta stick to my rule, man. My rule is I can only trade twice a day. I can't trade more than twice a day. I don't care if I have two red trades. I have to stick to my rule and only trade twice a day. And I think that rule is important because it gives me guidelines to where I can't, if I have some bad trades, I can't go on a bender and just force trades until my account's gone. I have to
Nope.
accept the loss and move on, and so I can only trade twice. And that's important. That's a huge rule.
Yeah, it's one of the things that I need to work on. We all can improve, guys.
For
Know
sure.
where your strengths are, know where your weaknesses are. And I think that's why also me and John have been getting better and better, is because we're able to point out each other's strengths and weaknesses, and that way we can grow as traders. And that's really what we want, is to keep growing. Progress is the key, not necessarily results, but progress.
Yeah, for
You know,
sure.
you got to buy into the process.
Yeah, man.
Sounds dumb, man, but we're over here like the 76ers, man. You got to buy into the process.
Hey, man,
It's
and
the only
there
way.
there really is a process, and it's like, I see other people posting videos like how to be a profitable trader, the true path to be a profitable trader, and nobody is mentioning back testing. You have to back test your setups. If you back test your setups, like I said earlier, I back tested the VWAP fade. It had a 73% accuracy rate. Over the last 2 weeks, I have a 72% accuracy rate only trading the VWAP fade. And so you can recreate your results in back testing. And so if people are trying to teach you how to be a profitable trader and they're not mentioning back testing, they don't know how to be a profitable trader. You know what I mean? They are just saying stuff because you have to backtest your setups. It's hugely important. Dylan Jones, what's your opinion on option trading? I don't know that much about it. I mean, I've done it before on Robinhood, and I've had mixed results. But I think options trading is more of it's not a long-term strategy, but it's more of a swing strategy. And I don't know the most about options trading. What is the VWAP fade? I'll send you a video of it. All right, Mitch, you ready, brother? We got 1 minute, man.
Oh, I'm ready, man. I'm already getting visualized, guys. This is one of the things that I'm gonna be start doing for you guys is we're gonna get to a point, guys. It's probably gonna be about 9:27, and we're gonna start visualizing our trade, going through it. I'm gonna be doing a walkthrough on how specifically I would want you guys to visualize the trade and start thinking. So the real key is to actually not visualize the whole trade as it goes by, because that doesn't happen. So kind of think about it like this. All right, so the open's approaching. I'm seeing the stock approaching that resistance level. It rejects. It's going down to the support. Now I'm looking to enter in at the VWAP. All right, I'm seeing it and nailed it at the VWAP, taking it to the support, taking my first
Ugh.
profit, and continuing on from there.
Look at GERN, man.
Yep, getting look at that. Oof.
I know, man.
Hey, remember guys, remember that resistance up there, guys. That's what happens there. So one of the key things we're seeing here is don't chase it. Don't chase it through the sixes
All right,
and
here's the
just
open.
because the bounce could be big, guys.
There's the bell.
There's the bounce there, guys, the 613, 614.
All right, all right. So we got MNKD watching this one pretty closely here. I don't
One
like
stock that
GERN.
could go long, guys, is CHEK.
CHEK. This is a former runner. I've traded this one before.
All right, guys. CRON is gonna get that. Remember, CGC, TLRY. They love to do that fake washout at the beginning and then go long. That's been the daily pattern. Let's see how it goes today. AOBC, they're getting some really good pressure down to the 932s or the 1393s. That's the support rate right there. Now I want to see it break through that support with some good volume.
All right, all right. We got GERN tanking some here.
Without a doubt.
Gonna let it calm down some. All right, we
Here's
got
the
CH.
support there.
Look at.
So let's see this bounce back somewhere in the 610s.
Look at CHEK.
Ooh.
Look at that thing, man. CHEK completely filled the gap. Completely.
All right, CRON did that red to green move, guys. Red to green move on CRON.
Looking at AOBC, waiting for a bounce back to the VWAP right now on AOBC. 1405, I'll take it with a risk at 1411. Yeah, there goes CRON running up. GERN may be fading here, but I'm not going to chase it.
Yeah, I'm giving it a little bit.
All right, we got AOBC tanking hard here. If it bounces back up to 14, I'll take it now. Down to 1370s.
Too much volume down there at the bottom for GERN for me. AOBC there.
I know, man. That's what I'm watching. It's getting tanked hard.
Oh, it bounced beautifully to the VWAP there at 1398. I think that was the entry there. We just missed it. Now we gotta look for a move to the so a resistance creating a support creating a resistance 1393s.
Yeah, but when it bounced back on that first bounce back, the VWAP wasn't where it is now. The VWAP was a little bit higher, and so I don't think, I don't think it would have been as good of an entry back then. At least not. It didn't look as good. SES.
CHEK is not tradable, but I would have probably got filled there in the 27s. I'll just let it go.
All right, I'm watching AOBC now. Look at Kron, completely filled the entire run it made this morning, and also MNKD. The range is pretty small on MNKD, but I'm not necessarily opposed to it if it pulls back to the VWAP here. I'm more interested in AOBC though. The only thing, AOBC had a legitimate catalyst today, and so.
Yeah, I think we missed the first VWAP, which was right there at 93. Now you'd be looking for a bounce into the 90.
Yeah.
But
you may just
of
wash.
course you want to see the volume at the bottom, and there's some pretty big volume on that last red candle.
Right.
The next move is the 57s. So CRON here.
Doesn't
Guys,
look that bad.
A bounce back up there to 1093s could risk off of 11.
Yeah, also MNKD is possible as well. Watching all three of these, really, none of them look that bad. All right, here goes CRON.
Wow.
All right, I'm in CRON with 100 shares here.
Ooh, I missed it. Good entry. What you get in there?
Hold on. Little 1089.
Not bad. I like it.
92. Got to keep it on a pretty tight leash here. Risk is going to be 11.
How many share size?
Just 100. First of the week, man. Taking it slow. All right, let's see if we get a bigger tank here down to these lows. There's 87, 84.
Good trade, John.
I appreciate it. It's still early. Gonna let it run. 82s, 81s. Gotta let it spread out a little bit. I look at AOBC.
You'd probably take first cover at 77s or 80s, but you could go down to 74. No support
It's a little
at
spready.
71.
Yeah. There's 83s. Keeps bouncing off a 1080. I needed to break that level. There's 70s. Not bad.
All right. Watching AOBC, maybe
All
for a
right.
bounce to 1380.
I took 50 shares off just to let the rest work. I'm just going to let the rest go. 72s, 67s, beautiful. 64s. We'll see if we get a bigger wash here.
Good trade.
Shh. We're a family-friendly channel, brother.
I should have took 92s when I had the chance. I kind of held out of that one.
I got out for a 1650 gain. Um,
Yeah, man, that's the share size right there for you.
yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
You're right, man. Oh, dude, it's so accurate too, man. The VWAP fade is so accurate, brother. It's so accurate, dude. It
Just,
hurts, man.
just gotta get those bigger balls, man.
Yeah, it hurts, man. It's like yeah, it's like this setup is so accurate. I need to use larger share size. Also, me. Let me jump in with 100 shares. It's the first day
You
of
know
the
what it
week.
was also? I bet you didn't configure your default order out of 100.
Honestly, I did, but it didn't work. Like it didn't pop up. Like I actually configured it,
Yeah,
and it
I
popped
think
up as
that's
100.
really what's important, man. When you have that 100 shares just there, you don't want to change it up. You feel like you're risking more.
Right.
You are risking more, but you don't want to have that first mentality
Yeah,
when you're
man.
getting in a trade, you
Honestly,
know?
I was explaining it to my wife. Like, it hurts to make like a $20 gain like this, like a little gain. It hurts. You know why it
Yeah.
hurts? Is because I have been making gains like this every single day. And if I would have used 1,000 shares, I would have made at least a few thousand by now. You know what I mean? At least. I mean, honestly, I'm glad I got out when I did. Look at that exit. Perfect exit, too. But, like, for instance, like, what did I make on this? I got out at like 1068. And so from
All
10.
right. AOBC here. AOBC here. Getting short there at 82 and 81.
Yeah, that looks good as well, man.
All right. I'm going to be risking off of 88 here. 88. So 90s would get me out. If somewhere up there, 88, 89s would get me out here, guys. Looking for this move back down to 1365s.
Yeah, I think a good exit's 90. You can see if you look at my screen, it's the bottom of that first candle. Plus the risk to reward is good. Exit could be at 1350s. Looks like a good one though, man. Really nice fade.
Oh,
Overextended
just gotta
stop.
be careful here. This is gonna be the part where it could push me over, but just gotta be careful here, guys.
I mean, it's still got some room, honestly, up to, at least in my opinion, up to 1390. And it still looks good, man, so I wouldn't stress about it. But
Oh,
this is just a VWAP test. There we go. I like that wash. Let's get another. Let's see if it holds. Honestly, and MNKD did a fade too. Look at this fade on MNKD. I like the up
look
wick.
at GERN. I was looking for one more test to 615, but it never got there. So now you can look for the VWAP rejection for that one.
There goes CRON.
Don't want to see this get above here, guys. Anything closes in the 89s, I'll probably just get out.
I mean, I think 90 is a reasonable area for resistance, but like I said, you know.
Not seeing anything close there. There's them out.
All right, good exit.
Yep, that's how it goes.
Yeah, look at that squeeze. Hey, you were right, bro. Look at that exit. Hey, that's an exit to be proud of, honestly. Look at that
Yeah.
squeeze.
That's how it goes, guys. Just move forward. Look for the next trade. Is what it is.
Look at CGC. But hey, man, don't worry about it, brother. Like there'll be lots of other setups. You know how the VWAP fade. Honestly, it goes on till about it usually goes on for a while. That was a really good exit on AOBC though. Ugh.
Yeah.
You know which one I'm bummed out about missing?
Which one?
CONN, man. It had a few, but this first one right here.
Yep, that looks nice.
And honestly, your exit on AOBC was perfect, brother. You got out exactly at the right time.
Yeah, it's just how it goes. There's another entrance try for Crone. Let's see.
Honestly, I think the reason AOBC didn't work is because the catalyst was legit. But yeah, CGC's testing the VWAP at now. Looks like a fade. Same thing with CRON and these, cannabis stocks. Hey, appreciate it, Vanda. Hey, what's up, Vanda? How long has it been since I saw you, man? Welcome back, brother. Yeah, Vanda, if you're just now joining us, man, and you haven't seen us in a while, brother, Mitch and I have been we've been doing pretty well. Today is my sixth green day in a row if I finish today green. And so now it's just about having the, cojones to use bigger sizing, which is my biggest problem. This little 1650 gain hurts. It hurts. Like, it hurts to see that because I know it could have been $100 gain, How do I set up momentum scanner on trade ideas? Oh wait, aren't you on your paper account today anyway, Mitch?
No, so what I'm doing with the paper is the longs.
Oh, okay.
Shorts is on the real account.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, but so what was that question before? Oh, the momentum scanner.
Yeah.
If you want a momentum scanner, I'm probably gonna actually put one out there. I actually have one that I've custom made. You gotta kind of custom make it if you don't have one that's already made for you. So you gotta do it set to position where the range is. You could set it to like 90%, so it'll only show you stocks that are on the top 90% of their range,
Also,
stuff like that.
one thing to look at, Mitch, for the VWAP bounce, I was actually back testing this setup a little bit yesterday by myself. I know I forgot to do the Sunday Skype conference. Sorry about that, guys. My wife has bronchitis, and so it's actually been kind of hectic over here. But one of the things I've noticed with the VWAP bounce, Mitch, is like if you look at AOBC, when it fakes us out, a lot of times it does a VWAP bounce right down here, in this case at 1390, right? And a lot of times it will bounce up, and that's a good entry to get in if you're going for the red to green move for the washout long. You know what I mean? And you could set your
Mm-hmm.
risk at the next support level. And so this is one that I was looking at for back testing, and this does happen a lot where the stock fakes out a VWAP fade and then pulls over the VWAP, bounces off of the VWAP on the long side, and then keeps going for a washout long. You know, and I saw that happen a few times. This is just a thesis of mine. It's just speculating because we haven't really back tested it like we need to, but I've back tested it enough to see it's a legit strategy. And, now it's kind of about working out the little nuances of the trade, because I think Mitch and I learned the VWAP fade months ago. But I think the reason we started to do really well is because we worked out the little nuances of why it works, when's the best time to enter, what are the best stocks to look at it with. And so,
Look at ORIG. Looks like it wants a tank there. Choo, not really our pattern, but man, stock
uh,
has some good gappage down there.
yeah, man, it has a huge gap to fill. I don't know why it gapped up that much with no volume, but
It's a weird stock there.
yeah, I'm not touching it, but it doesn't look that bad. Um, but no, what was I gonna say? Also, Mitch, I was also thinking like the way you and I approach this with the back testing, we'd probably be pretty good algorithmic traders. You know what I mean with
Hey,
this back testing, because that's what algo traders do is they back test setups like that. And I can see why. It's because it works. You know, you back test the setup, you actually really see if it has an edge. You don't have to trust anybody else telling you whether it works or doesn't work. You can actually see if it has a legitimate edge or not.
all right, so here's gonna be the point on CRON where it can either create the full bearish pattern or it's gonna reverse and go long through that 1090s. So that's what
Oh,
I'm watching now, guys.
wow. Look at NCTY for the VWAP bounce. And this is the VWAP
There it
bounce.
goes.
It's
It bounced there. It got through that level there.
what, of CRON?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what this one's doing, man. And this is why the VWAP fade is such a beautiful setup, is because, I got in this one and I took a partial at the low of the day and ended up taking more down at 1060. But even if it doesn't work and reverses, I can still get out for a small win like today. But no, look at NCTY, Mitch. NCTY. If you're testing the VWAP bounce, there was one. And another
Oh,
thing
there was one.
is if you've been watching my streams for a while, you've probably heard me preach about the 1 minute pullback strategy, the long setup. Uh, Something I'm noticing is that a lot of the times it works simultaneously with the VWAP bounce, right? And NCTY is a good example. VWAP bounce, but also a 1 minute pullback, and you can see this huge volume spike here. All this volume starting to come in after that, so I don't think it's tradable, but it looks good. Yeah, it's not tradable, unfortunately. I know, Shruba. I know, brother. I mean, I've been using bigger sizing. Don't get me wrong. Like, this is something I had to kind of explain to people is that, you know, before I would literally use like 20 shares, 30 shares in these stocks I was trading. Like with CRON, I used to use like 20 or 30 shares. And so I've actually been working my way up to using bigger sizing. Like for instance, last week I took 300 share positions a few times. The week before that, I used 200 shares. The week before that, I used 100 shares. And so I'm actually slowly scaling up. This week I
All
have
right.
to use
Short
400
on
shares.
GERN. Short on GERN here. Gonna hold to the 610 level.
I like it. This is a little VWAP projection here.
Yeah, VWAP rejection. There we go.
Beautiful. You want me to share your screen, bro?
Yeah, I can get it on if you guys want. Just give me one quick second. Just gotta click here. All right, there you go. All right, looking to take 200 here at 6. All right, there, guys. Took 200 off there at 6, guys. Now just gonna let the rest work down to this 590. 590s is the next target.
I like it.
I was thinking about shorting the 607, but I actually wanted it to turn around and turn red. And as soon as it turned red there at 605, I shorted.
Looks good, man. But yeah, shout out to Manny on this. Shout out to Manny on this. For this monitor, man. Really appreciate it. It honestly comes in so much handy, man. I used to have to put my laptop here to keep track of the chat, and now I can just use my third monitor. So shout out to Manny for the monitor he gave me, man. Dude sent me a brand new 22-inch monitor, a bunch of accessories for it, a graphics adapter. So really awesome, Manny. Track Racer said, would like to see the Dow down 800 to 1,000 points today. Just hope it get crushed. That's just me, though. Honestly, I always want to see the market up, man. Just for the economy. SESN, maybe a VWAP bounce here. SESN. Yeah, it's just consolidating here, Mitch. So just give it some time, I think.
Yep. That's what we can do. What I could do is I could take off like 200 shares and look to add it. But if it doesn't come back up to this VWAP, then we'll all be like, man, you should have held that last little bit of shares. So what I'm going to do here, guys, is I'm going to hold off of this 607 up here. It could bounce here one more time, would create a third high. As long as it doesn't get over this 608 there, that's really the issue. That's the only time we would have that bounce back to this area.
Right. There you go. Just stay patient, man. It looks like a good wedge, honestly, on the downside. Like, I can see the wedge on your chart.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Now you can draw this right here.
Yep.
So this is what I mean why always we can take some shares at the support, guys, and then look for the next support, guys. One support was here. Next support is going to be down here at 589.90, and then the following one would be over here down in the 570s. I like that share size coming in there.
Squeeze up. I mean, it's right around the VWAP, if, you know. CRON. Here, let's wait for. I can't really look at it right now. Actually, I can look at it on my laptop.
All right, guys, I'm back in full size there, guys. 605, risking off of 610.
Yep, I like it. There you go.
Now I'm looking for this crackdown through sixes, guys. Next stop would be 590s.
Looking good. 602s. I wouldn't be afraid to take another, like, take the 300 off again. You know what I mean? Just because you could just do that over and over again as long as it works. Just kind of take profits, make you more comfortable in the trade. At least, I mean, always it's up to you, brother. But that's just
Yeah,
kind of
it's
my
just
touch.
too little bit of money there. There's not enough there. So I'm actually looking for
There
a
you go.
crackdown here.
There you go. Yeah,
All
you're
right,
right.
little bounce here, and I might add to the position here, guys.
Be careful, man. I like this wash. I don't know if I mean, it's up to you, brother. But
It's an ad for the crackdown. This is the ad for the crackdown. If I get the ad here, I would have to hold off of this 605 now. So if I do add it somewhere right here, 602, 601, then holding off right there, break even there. But we want to see the wash down,
yeah, for sure.
so I'm looking for the volume, really. That's really what determines it.
Here, give me a second. Let me. I just want to put cron up on my monitor here so I
Go
can
for
watch
it, go
it.
for
Why is it? There we go. All right, I got you back up.
it. All right.
Oh, this is Gurn, not cron. My bad, man. Hold on.
You're good.
All right. There we go. All right, now I got you up.
Yeah, that's where I would look to get the ad, but I'm not getting filled on the 599 or 6. So I'm not going to take the 598s. I would take 6, but I wanted to slam it down there. Volume comes in here, washes through that 598,
Here's
push to the
98.
90s.
There you go.
Since I didn't get it, I'll just let go of it. What I'm going to do now is as it approaches 590s, I got to try to take some out.
Looking good, man. Let's get that wash for you.
This is when I put out the order as it comes down to it. I want it to fill me as it comes to it, not when it gets there.
Hey,
Because one of the blockage parts of the trade net, you want to have that order out already. Look at that volume there on 95s. Let's see if we can get through this 95 level here. Lots of volume on that bid there.
nice, Missouri. Congrats on that $280 profit. Congrats, man. Yeah, it's still looking good for you, brother. You got room, man. So,
It's holding that support level, guys. We want to see it break down here through. There you
there's
go.
96.
95s. That's what I wanted to see there.
Yeah.
Now the heaviness go through there on the level 2s. And now we can see this come down here.
Oh no, you're good, track racer, man. You're fine, brother. He said, "Do John and Mitch or any short traders follow City on research?" Nah, man, I've never followed them. I'll go check them out though. Yeah, yeah, for sure, track racer. Yeah, no worries, brother. No worries, man. You know I got your backs, track racer. I ain't mad at you, brother. All right, so it's at 97s. '98s. Still a good trade, man. I like it. Now you can set your risk a little bit tighter too.
Volume not stepping in here and knocking it down.
Hey, nice trade, Sonic. Nice trade, brother.
Whoa, Sonic keeping it real.
All right, for sure. A sincere post from Sonic. I was kind of shocked. I hope he's feeling all right. You know.
Yeah, you sick there, bud?
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're good, Track Racer. Jonathan, man. Sorry, brother. Sorry, Jonathan. I know you texted me, man. My wife has bronchitis, man, so it's been hectic. Aside from, I don't know of any other traders that are live streaming their scanners. I think Arian's World stopped doing it, but the only other option I think is just to sign up through Trade Ideas. Is I think the other option. It's like $100 a month. I've had it before. I like Trade Ideas, but I think you can find, you know, what's moving for free a lot of the time. So.
All right, right here, guys. I want to either see it break down through that 95, or I will take some profit up there.
Right. So Salty's saying, anyone know how to set up a low float scanner for Trade Ideas? You should have an already pre-selected low float scan. At least I did whenever I had Trade Ideas. Like I had a low float option that I could just click. It depends on if you're paying for it or not. I don't know if the free one offers it, but it depends on if you're paying for it or not. Hey, appreciate it, Jonathan. Appreciate it, brother. Hope you're doing well, man. There you go. There you go, Mitch. Looking good, man.
Yep,
Let's see if we
looking
can
good here.
give you a few more cents to be green on the day. Let's do it. Let's see this
Yep,
wash.
let's do it.
It looks weak.
I'll be looking to take some here on this wash if it gets through that 95. I already have the order out for 92s. That should fill in immediately as it approaches that bid of 590. And then we'll be looking for it to continue on through.
Reach out to Trade Ideas, Salty. I've had Trade Ideas before, and usually, like, it just depends. Are you using their web-based platform, Salty, or their desktop platform? I think you got to use their desktop platform, but I'm not 100%
Yeah, without
sure.
a doubt. Without a doubt. That's the only way to use it.
Yeah, like if you have a Mac, you can use their web-based platform.
There you go, guys. You
There
see
you
the
go.
92s?
Hey, take it
It
while
took
you
it
can.
immediately.
Oh, nice.
It
Oh,
already, that's why I had the order out there, right?
yeah,
Right
see it.
out that 92, guys. It just filled immediately.
Nice.
That's what we do here, guys. So now I have realized 49, and I'm letting this crack down through the 90s. I'm trying to see if it can break through that support here, guys.
I like it.
I have 200 shares left, taking 300 shares off. Looking for this to break down through the 90s, and then next stop we're going to look at is 582s. 582s. Let's see if we can get really down this.
Looking good at 590s. This is a big bounce. It may bounce here, and that's fine.
Yeah, I'll give it a chance because it's getting pressure on the bid there. Lots of volume getting thrown up on the bid there. I'll give it a chance to wash off. If it bounces here to 95s, that's more than fine. The only thing we're gonna hold to now is 6. 6 is gonna be my out now, guys.
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure, Salty, man. Reach out to Trade Ideas is probably the best thing. If you're
What's
not
wrong?
seeing it,
What's with Salty?
he doesn't see the low float scanner on his Trade Ideas. Like mine already had an option. There you go. Mine had a bunch of
There you go,
pre-selected
guys.
scans.
Breaking through that. Now we're looking for this move down to 83s.
And we also want to see that previous low turn into resistance, right? That previous low at 590. We want to see that area hold as resistance at this point.
We went down to the low was there, 86 there. Looking for a little bit more there. All right, guys, looks like we're not going to be able to get through this. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to look to take 100 shares at that 88 level. We're getting this push down here, but I haven't gotten the complete washout. I want to make sure that I try to maximize this gain right here. There you go. Got a little bit of a wash there. Let's see if it flows through.
Bounce right back.
Yeah, it kind of just flickered there. All right, guys, we'll take 100 out there at 590. 590, guys. I might even add the 100 back if it gets to this 594, 595.
Yeah, it's looking weak, brother. I would just let you got what 100 shares left.
Now I do. Now
Yeah.
I paid myself up to $64, so essentially
You're
green on
green
the
on the
day.
day. Yes, sir.
And that's why we use risk to reward, guys. When we do lose, we lose, but we come back. I hit this stock, and my whole idea on this stock was not to get back to green, but was to trade it correctly, guys.
Yes,
That's
sir.
all that matters, you know. From there on, it's just your strategy game, you know. You can set this up to actually work for you, or you can set your risk to reward to work against you, guys.
Yep.
So now I'm looking for a bounce, guys, to even add in my shares back. I can get in here at 596. If I got in there at 596, it'll push me down to about $6 where I can hold break even on the rest. One of the things that I'm glad about this trade, guys, is that I was able to take some share size, make a little bit on the first move down, then add the shares right back
Hey,
there
hey, look
at
at
the same price range.
MU really quick, Mitch. Just really quick.
MU there,
Yeah.
VWAP rejection.
VWAP fade, I think.
Yeah, it's a little bit longer time frame. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's more of a fade.
but it's a huge one. I mean, it's got
Yeah,
a
it's a
big
huge one
risk
for sure.
reward. Anyways, back to Mitch's trade.
No, it's not a bad one.
So Nathan says, "Hey guys, how heavily are you relying on level 2 in tape reading for your trading?"
A lot.
Mitch is definitely relying on it more than I am, but I still look at the level 2 in time and sales. Mitch is more well versed in it, but I use it as well.
NCTY guys, NCTY guys. If you want to learn about level 2 skills, this is going to be around the time where you can actually start seeing what actually happens on the level 2 and time and sales. That's one of the things you can't forget, guys. Time and sales is very, very important, guys.
Yep.
You know, one of the key things that we can do here on GERN, guys, is just sit back and relax. You
Right.
know, you got to take the most gain you can with the rest of the shares you got. You know, that's why I was more than willing to add back 100 shares, but also more than willing to let this just crash down, get down to those 82s, take that profit, take a gain for the day, and just keep trading.
Right.
NCTY here, guys. This is where I see the level 2 washout, guys. Right here, if it bounces and doesn't get above this 88, rejects those 88s, 90s, then it should plow through that VWAP, and you guys should see what I call on the level 2 in time of sales fade away.
Yeah, I'm looking at NCTY now. Maybe that VWAP. I don't know. Let's see.
So this is what you want to see. So right now it's going to attempt to break out. If it rejects that breakout, you could go short. If it breaks out, you could essentially wait for the pullback back to the 9 EMA and then go long. So on the long side, you kind of are more you gotta wait. You have to wait. On the short side, you can hammer down a little bit more because you can use that $2 or that 199 as essentially a resistance
Yeah,
to short off of. So
for sure.
that's what you want to see. So right here, rejection of the 88s or 90s, and then it would just hammer down on the level 2s. So this is the important level, guys.
Yeah, my sorry guys, my internet's running a little slow at this point, so sorry if it's a little laggy.
All right, here's 596, 597s here, guys.
Sorry if my screen's a little laggy, guys. My internet should be fine, man. It works fine. Um, yesterday. Now it's lagging. I don't know what's going on with my internet.
Give it another second here, guys.
Hopefully my internet starts behaving.
Might look for an ad here on GERN here, guys. That'd be the spot right there. Haven't hit the ad yet.
Yeah, looking at JD live gains, it looks good, man.
There's NCTY there. There's the rejection there, guys. And look at the hammer down. This is what I mean, guys. Look at that. That's exactly what you got to learn from there, guys. So now you look for like maybe a bounce in the 80s, and then you could short off a 90s. Oh, I missed the ad for GERN there. Should have been in the 96 and 97s, and I could have risked off a 6 there, guys. I'm just going to let the rest of it work now, guys. What I'm going to do for this, guys, is I want to pay attention to other stocks here, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and set a stop there at 6 and let this stock work. I'm going to put it to the side. I'm going to kind of keep my eye on it, but I'm not going to go ahead and take early profits in this stock anymore. If I do break even, I won't break even. I'll still make 5 cents on the last little bit, but I want to let this stock try to do an all-day fade, because if it breaks through this 586 here, we could get down all the way down to 5. I see 579 today, and could break down there and keep going.
Yeah, sorry guys, my internet's a little laggy at this point. It's just now straightened out, so if it's kicking you out and if it's lagging a little bit, I apologize. Usually it's not this bad. I don't know what's going on with it. Yeah, for sure, Track Racer. I see it, brother. It's starting to straighten out a little bit now. It was a little choppy at first. It's getting a little bit better.
All
Kind of
right.
looking at MU. You're still straight in this one, brother.
Yeah, I'm considering an ad here. What I'm looking to see is the share size that's going into there. And for right now, it's everything in right here in this area. So I'm looking to see if we can get one more attempt to push to that 6, and it rejects that 6. Remember, guys, I'm all the way up here, guys, 605.
Yeah, so you're straight.
So I'm more than comfortable on this trade.
And honestly, you've already got $64 in realized gains, so you're good, man. You know.
Exactly. What I'm more looking for now is I'm seeing NCTY there, guys. Bounce here. I wish I would have been able to get it short there at 82 or 81. Um, but I really was just kind of looking down at GERN after I was talking about it. But it did get that nice little level two washout that I wanted to see. That's when I like to go short there. Could have got somewhere in the 80s and risking off a 90. And then here you're able to take some at the support, which is 72 or 73. You look for a bounce to add it back, or for it to just continue down and come down to these 655 or 155s. All right, so on GERN, I'm not going to rush towards this, guys, but I'm going to let it test that breakout again, which is through the 598s in the sixes. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to test again and reject that. If once it rejects it, then I'd go ahead and add my 100 right back. I'd be at 200 shares somewhere in between 603, 602, and that way I can go ahead and hammer this. So we might get a washout right here, but what I think is going to happen, a fake wash down here, then it bounces up, fakes a little bit on the long side, then really does give that breakdown through that 590. This is why it's okay to, like, one of the key things I like that you say, John, that you're trying to hold to that two trade rule. It's okay to focus on one stock and just try to execute that one stock as good as you can. Because like even on CRON for you, you had another chance to make a good little money, and it just you kind of just stopped watching it. But after that, you had that second fade, which was from 88 right back down to 75. It eventually broke out on the third
Right.
resistance try.
But that's the
But
beautiful thing about this setup is that
exactly.
even if it fakes me out, even if it pushes up against me, if I'm following my levels, if I'm following my plan and I take money at the low of the day, then it doesn't matter if it breaks out. If it breaks out, it's a break even trade or a small green trade. But if it goes my way, it's a much bigger winner. And so you'll see that some days I'm taking small gains and some days I take much larger gains, right? It all depends on what the stock does. But regardless of what it does, the risk to reward is there. And so that's what you want to find yourself in. If it goes against me, that's fine. I can get out for a break even or a small profit. If it goes my way and cracks the low of the day and then continues heading down, it's a much bigger winner. And that's why I love the VWAP fade, is because it gives you a really good risk to reward area, you know?
Without a doubt. That NCTY, man, that's looking like it's going to push one more time. It's probably going to get to the VWAP, that 180. As long as no big buyers step up there, should probably fade right back off of that VWAP, getting through those 72s.
Yeah, maybe a VWAP rejection here. I thought it may do another little VWAP bounce there, but it got rejected. I think the VWAP bounce is the most viable first thing, like the first
Yeah,
time.
it's early. It's early. It's definitely more viable the first time. What I do like is the second VWAP break and then breakout, but it was supposed to do it there. Remember when we were talking about that hot point? That 190 there would have created a nice breakout,
Right.
but it didn't. It just didn't get the levels that it needed,
Yeah,
and
for
that's the
sure.
important part. It's understanding levels, guys. Resistance, support, guys. Can't stress it enough.
What's the quality looking like in the stream, guys? Is the quality a little bit better? Is it stopped lagging? It seems like it has. Yeah, he's short, Joe, on GERN.
Yeah, I wish I would have gotten short on that NCTY there, guys. That's definitely looking beautiful. I would be feeling good on that. I would have took some at 72, 73, and looking to add it back if it gets the VWAP, and if it doesn't, just let it fly down. All right, you see right there, 94s, 93s. That's the flip right there, and now we should see this wash out through the 590s there, guys.
There we go. It's acting a little bit better.
Yep.
Oh man, but Mitch, man, it's surreal, brother. Like we're here, man. We just gotta use bigger sizing, brother. We gotta scale up, dude. Like today is my sixth green day in a row. I've had 6 green days in a row. Last week I had a perfect week. I didn't have one losing day. Today I
I'll
follow it
take
up
a
with my sixth green day.
That's how we do it. I mean, it's essentially it's the strategy in itself and us executing the strategy.
Yeah.
Because like I always say, guys, that you can always find strategies online. You can find hundreds and thousands of strategies, but can you execute that strategy and can you be profitable at it? That's really what matters because everybody trades a little bit different. You know, personality does come into play.
Yeah.
So that's why we try to teach you not necessarily how to trade exactly like us, but to have a professional mindset
Right.
and understanding how we attack strategies so that you can learn from our experience and then gain for
Yeah.
yourself.
It's about finding your niche, man. And one thing you'll notice is that Mitch and I usually take different trades, and we're both usually profitable too. So, like, we take different trades. Like, I traded CRON today, he traded GERN, and both of them were good setups, you know? And so it's just about finding your niche in the market. We're not copying off of each other. We're not jumping in the same trades together. At least some, not all the time. Sometimes we are, but you know, the point is to be able to be independent as a trader, so to where you don't have to copy off of somebody else. You know what you have to do, and you can do it without even seeing anybody else, you know. All right, there we go. The quality's a little bit better.
Look at NCTY, man. I couldn't say it better than dude. That's it. When you guys ask me what's my level 2 reading there, guys, that's my skill. And I just got filled on my other 100 there, guys. So now I'm definitely holding to 599 on the rest of GERN there, guys. But I got filled there. I left an order out there for 595s to add there. Now my average is 6, and I'm looking for this move down through the 590s.
Okay, looks
So
good.
now I just set this to 6. I could even put a stop for certain people that like to be a little bit more
Careful.
hands off
Yeah.
or careful, you could say. But what I can do is I'll set this to 603. So at any point in time, I can hit this and get on out. And now when it approaches 597s, I'm cool with 597s. I'm cool with 598s. What I don't want to see is anything close at 599s because as you see, there's nothing that's closed at 599.
What's your sizing now?
200 shares. I
Okay.
just added 100 back, the 100 that I sold down here at 590s before this bounce back that I expected.
INNT.
Now I
Somebody.
don't want to see anything close at the 598s there, guys, since this last little high created there.
Yeah, look at INNT, Mitch. It's breaking out.
Rejection here is exactly what I want to see.
Josh Dale. So I am using Tefs and TradeNet, and so it's based, and so is Mitch. So it's very similar to a prop firm. The way it works is you pay for a package. It's not a deposit. You're buying an educational package. For instance, I bought the $500 intro package, and once I do that, Tefts partners with me and supplies me with a $14,000 account, but I have a $700 max loss. And so if I go under 13,300, they close my account down, and there's a profit split. Anything over the original 14K they give you, there's a profit split. And so for instance, if I bring it up to 15K, I keep 700, they keep 300. So there's a 70-30 profit split. I do.
Boom. There we go.
Oh,
GERN hitting those 590s. Let's go. Let's push for a little bit
hey
more.
man,
Get through it.
uh you might wanna call me back. It's frozen on my screen. So call me back on Skype.
All right, I got you. I'll just stop sharing it and then share it again. It should start working again.
Yeah, for sure. Uh,
See what you see there.
uh there we go. Yeah. All right, there we go.
All
That's
right,
it.
guys. So now we're looking for these 590s to crack there, guys. I could take some profit there at 590 there, guys, but that's not what we're going for. That's support number 1. We're trying to attack support number 2 now. We had this last move to the 86. You could take some right there. I do see the next support at 82, but 86s does not seem like a bad spot to take as it's created a momentary pause there.
Right. So yeah, so if you're interested in signing up through TradeNet, Here's the link. You do get 10% off if you go through my link, and so you get the intro package for $450, the student package for 10% off. And so if you're interested in signing up, there's the link right there. I do make a small commission from it, but I'm honest about it. And if you want to help support the channel, you can go through my link, and I really appreciate it. The biggest flaw with TradeNet is that in TEFs is that some stocks are not tradable on TEFs. And so, for instance, I think 3 out of 10 stocks this morning were not tradable. And so, 7 out of 10 were tradable. It's still worth it for me. But if you like trading really cheap penny stocks, it might not be the broker for you. So make sure you research that and look into it. And it is CFD trading. And so if you're interested in signing up, receiving 10% off, there's the link in the chat. You can go through that link and help support our channel. Like I said, we do make a small commission from it, but I'm honest about it. If you want to help support the channel, you can go through my link. But yeah, beautiful drop, man. Let's see it go further for you, brother.
Yeah, I could have taken some at 590s, but there's no point, guys. And one of the things you got to calculate is how much is your commissions, and if it is it worth it. If you're just paying your commissions with a trade like this, hold the rest of the shares. Because it's not paying you right there at those 94s. It's not giving me anything. Now if it breaks these 590s, that's a gain. That gives me into the green for the day and gets me further along here, guys.
There you go.
There's the 590s there, guys. Some traders right there,
89.
they add.
There you go.
They add through that breakdown. They're trying to get that breakdown, and they're adding here instead of getting out here. And that's why I'm looking for that next down move here to the 86s.
Yep. I like it, brother. Nice trade, man. With TEFs, level 2 is how you see the exact price you get. It's super important to me. Yeah, for sure, live gains. Level 2, I mean, TEFs, the platform is actually a really decent platform. I actually prefer the TEFs platform over a lot of other ones. I do like DOS a little bit more, the DOS Pro with SureTrader, but I do like TEFs, really cheap platform. And this one's only $15 a month compared to SureTrader's like 100 and something if you want level 2 and everything. It's a really cheap option.
Hey, what I say, guys, NCTY down to this 54, 55 level. That was it. You see, rejection. It comes back down to that support, guys. Understanding levels is so important, guys.
Yes, sir. All right, now you really have a lot of resistance above you at 598, 599.
And that's why I took that extra add there at 595s.
Yeah, you got a lot of resistance there, so it looks good.
Mm-hmm. Now I'd be, no matter what, stopped out here, guys, if it gets anywhere in this 596s, 597s. So I'm going to take a profit on this regardless, but I am going to let this trade work, guys. Let it work. Let it keep working. I got nowhere to go. I can hold this and keep holding it, because if it breaks these 580s, we still got room on the daily chart to fill in that gap. Without a doubt, thinking they can get through that 87. If it gets through that 87, probably head to that 81 range, and then we're going to look to see what the volume is in that area to see if it can continue down here.
Yeah, Manny, man. It might be the new monitor that's making it run a little slow here, honestly. It may be that monitor, honestly. What do I need to do to make it not run slow with the new monitor? Do I need a new graphics card? Like, I don't know how that works.
Yeah, it could be that. I can help you with that, John. We'll take a look at your specs after.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
Getting a little squeeze up here on GERN.
Look at CRON there, guys. Rejecting that third attempt to high. Level 2 washdowns through the 1110s and rejected hard at 1120 there, guys. CRON there, guys. Washing hard there, guys.
Yeah, I see it down the way down to 11. Maybe a VWAP bounce here. Maybe a VWAP rejection. Gonna have to wait and see, I guess. But yeah, look at INNT. INNT is running into a lot of resistance at 8. Outsider, you're in AOBC. All right, give me a second, Mitch. Let me pull up AOBC.
No worries.
Also, MNKD spiking up in a bullish trend. MNKD. All right, there we go. stay patient in the trade, brother. You know
Without a
you
doubt.
made money, man. All you got to do is just let it work. See what happens. You got this.
That's it.
But yeah, check out MNKD, guys. MNKD just spiked up to 170s. It had a nice little fade this morning, but also MU is it looks to be maybe a VWAP rejection / fade. I don't know really what you would call MU, but it looks okay here.
It's outsiders long on AOBC.
I would assume so.
Yeah, I believe so.
With AOBC, I'd wait to see if it holds support at the $0.50. There's the crack under.
There's that rejection of 595s for me on GERN here, guys.
It's good.
Pressure down on 592s and could come down here through the 590s. Above here, guys, that's why I'm drawing the resistance lines and understanding that this is kind of doing like a little flag play already on a short play. So up here, it'll reverse trend. But anywhere in that area, it's just short consolidation. Look at CRON there, guys. That's level 2 breakdown there, guys. I was watching it in these 1134s. Was looking to see if it was going to break out to the 1140s. It did that last little attempt, guys, like I always talk about. Level 2 washout right there. Boom. Cracks down. First bounce. Crack down.
Yep. All right, Mitch.
That's literally it.
I'm going to do my snap trade thing real quick. So, guys, I get asked a lot how I specifically find stocks I trade. Lately, I've been using Snaptrade. That's snaptrade.us, and it's an awesome tool for traders to take advantage of. You can see it has this watch list tool, and I've been sharing my watch list with everybody each morning. And so I can go to my watch list, and you can see I build it each morning. And so if you want my watch list shared with you a little bit earlier in the market day, let me know, and I'll add you to this list. All you have to do is sign up to Snaptrade. It's 100% free, and I'll add you to this list if you send me your Snaptrade username or email. It also has these free scanners for you to take advantage of, so regardless of what sector, whether you're a crypto trader or a high gainer penny stocks, high gainer volatile, there's a different pre-selected scan for you to take advantage of. There's also the discovery tool, which is one of the best top lists in the market that you can add filters to. It shows you the biggest, most significant stocks on that particular day. But yeah, I've been using them to look up the news on stocks as well. And so, for instance, if I want to see the news, I can go to just watch list right here and look up the news on that stock. Or if I want to look at a little bit more targeted information about that stock, I can go to each stock's page, set price alerts, see what news came out, see when earnings and all these other technical indicators are via this chart, or compare it with the overall market with historical prices. And so a really awesome free tool to take advantage of. That's Snaptrade, snaptrade.us. I'll go ahead and post the link, but go check it out, guys. If you want to help support this channel, they did sponsor today's news, and so go check them out. All right, so you're back up, Mitch.
All right. Just watching this trade work here, guys.
And I'll go ahead and post the link in the chat. There's the link for Snaptrade.
All right, guys, here's where we're going to get close to my stop out. Let's see what happens here. Anything closing up here in the 596, 97s, I'm out. I'm at 6, guys, so I'll be comfortable there. So let's just see how it approaches, see if we get this rejection. There's 96s. Let's see if we close anything up here strong, high volume, or 97s closed there. I see 97s show up there.
Handy's out.
And I'm out there. Just take it just like that, guys. There's no point in stressing this trade. It's just got to let it work there, guys. I should have maybe looked to see how much volume was closing there at 97. Didn't really see a big seller, but I'm going to go and just take the trade off.
Hey.
Let it continue on, and there you go.
Green is good, brother. Green is good,
Green
regardless
is good,
of how
guys.
much. I was happy last week when I had a perfectly break-even day, and so I was happy with it. Green is good, man. So just, you did well, brother. So don't stress on it, bro.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, I'm probably about to go close the stream down now. 2 profitable days for Mitch and I in the books again. Working on my 6th green day in a row today. Really happy with that. We'll see if I can have my 7th tomorrow. But yeah, guys, NCTY, nice little VWAP projection here. Mitch called this one out, I believe. So beautiful little VWAP projection on NCTY. We also got MNKD spiking up a little bit. MNKD.
Going perfectly to those levels, NCTY there. After that rejection, guys, it's all about that third attempt to the highs, not getting through there, rejecting on the level 2s, time and sales getting heavy, and it just breaking through important supports there.
Yes, sir. And also, guys, SnapTrade is actually looking for people to make videos about SnapTrade to upload videos. You don't necessarily have to have a lot of followers, and so they're looking for people to make videos. If you're interested in working with SnapTrade, send me a message or leave me a comment, and I'll direct you to SnapTrade. But yeah, they're interested in hiring a few people to make some videos. Like I said, you don't necessarily have to have the most followers or even that many followers at all. They're just looking for content to put on YouTube and other places. And so if you're interested in making a video for SnapTrade and having them hire you, let me know, and I'll reach out to them and kind of give you their information, let you work with them.
I was thinking about CRON there at the 1110s there for the VWAP rejection, but it was going to be tight because I knew the bounce could get to 1120s.
Yeah, for sure.
But it wasn't a bad risk to reward there. It's just more of a one-to-one trade, guys. And what do we always talk about? We want to try to avoid those.
Brendan asks, can you go back to a demo account if you went live already? I don't think so, but you might.
You won't be able to. That's just because of TradeNet. Maybe if you get in contact specifically with TIFs, that's what I would try to do. If you can get in contact with someone inside of TIFs, maybe they can set it up. But I know TradeNet's not going to want you to. They're just going to want you to go ahead and trade with your account. And
Right.
they'll go ahead and help you out, though. If you need mentorship, you can always call them.
Yeah, for sure.
They'll help you out with a plan, if anything, to manage your risks so that you can start becoming profitable.
Yeah, for sure. So Rex asks, suppose you're profitable for about 6 months, but after a loss in the 6th month, you accumulated losses equal more than 700. So that doesn't matter, man. Your real max loss, Rex, is 13,300, at least with the intro package, right? And so, for instance, if you bring your account up to 14,000, your max loss is effectively 1,700. Right, and so it doesn't follow you. It's your essential max loss is 13,300, right? So if you bring your account up to 16K, your max loss is 2,700, if that makes sense. And so it doesn't follow you. It's just your max loss is $700 under the equity they give you. So 13,300 for the intro package. And I'm not sure what it would be for the student package. But yeah, if you build your account up and make profits, but then lose $700, as long as your account is still over 13,300, your account's still fine. But yeah, if you're interested in signing up through TEFs, like I said, I'll post the link. We do make a small commission from it if you're interested in signing up. But if you want to help support our channel, you can go through that link. There's the link right there if anybody's interested in signing up to TradeNet and TEFs. If you have any questions about it, you can ask me as well. But yeah, guys, another green day in the books. I'll probably end up closing the stream down. I'm not going to jump into anything else. I'm just going to take my profits and run. But yeah, guys, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. I day trade live on stream every weekday morning starting at 8:45 a.m. market time. Like I said, today was my 6th green day in a row, all documented and streamed live, and so I can't hide anything. You guys can see my account balance, my profits day after day, and so it's really huge for me to go on this green streak. I'm really excited about it. Mitch has been doing extremely well as well, and so yeah, guys, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and come join us again tomorrow morning at the same time as always. Mitch, you can post your link in the channel if you're interested in doing that too. Go check out Mitch's channel.
Yeah, man. You guys can always hit me up, contact me on the videos. or contact me through email, and willing to help you guys out. Keep going, guys. That's really where we're at. And just really here for our family here. At the end of the day, this is our fam here,
Yes, sir.
and we're just trying to continue on growing together, guys.
Yes, sir. You want to post your link?
Yep, right there's the link, guys. Another thing I'd like to talk about is eventually, guys, we'll be putting out some scanners, at least some coded ones, so that you guys can get on TradeNet and then not